3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday, February 4th. Let's go over the incredible results we continue to get from my automated Forex system. Really, really simple. My algorithm creates trades. It does everything. It manages, it enters, it takes profit, it exits, it adds to a trade, it increases the bid if it needs to. Very artificially intelligent. All you do is plug into it. And it's scalable in the sense that if you have a small account, you can scale it down. If you have a bigger account, you can scale it up. You can take more risk. You can take less risk. We are looking at MetaTrader 4 here. And the free trade that I choose on a daily basis closed last night. You can see here the entire account up $102.80. A very nice trade. My trades never lose. Now, the reason I send out these free trades is not for the reason that most people use them. My free trades are intended to be a taste of my algorithm. I literally, every day, look at my entire algorithm, look at all the trades in play, and then I go choose one and we jump right into it. And I choose it from an automated standpoint. So obviously, this entire thing is automated. All I do is click the button, in this case, to choose a trade. Otherwise, when you're plugged into my system, I'm not clicking any buttons. It's 100% automated. So some incredible results there. $102.80 for the day. Where are we at? $861.33 for the week, looking back a week. And looking back a month, 1,020. And that is because we are at the beginning of a month. So that's looking back potentially 4 days, right? So some pretty good results. In fact, some phenomenal results. However, we do need to launch a free signal trade. As I was saying, and I'm going to continue to say, whenever I normally give the username and the password for this MetaTrader 4 account, and people can log into it and keep an eye on the trade. The moment I do that, people get lazy. They start using that exclusively. And, you know, obviously it goes on. I've been doing this for years and years and years now. I'm going to put a 14-day limitation on the free trade. It's intended to be a taste, not something that you snack on for the next 2 years. To be very frank, if you can't afford to be Forex trading, there's not a whole lot of value in just skimming the free signal forever. So let's go to the full algorithm here, and we're going to go look for a trade. Let's see what's in play. This is really kind of a big deal of what we look at every morning, is we're looking at the entire algorithm. So we look at a couple things. It's obviously on a very large account, but we look at what currency pairs are currently bidding, which is a base lot size of 0.10 or $1 per pip. But we'll look at the drawdown at the top. People call it drawdown. That's the amount of money the automated system is using out of this account. That's the amount of money it's using right now to scale into these trades before it takes profit. So very on the low end, on the low side. We are in not literally a dozen trades. Very low volume. Let's see what the closure is. The closure is actually pretty nice. The overall system, $219.65. I will tell you this. I started myself. I'm going to make this available very, very soon here. Started myself trading the higher membership level that I'm going to offer, which is called Portfolio Manager. I started trading that. And it is just incredible to have multiple accounts, enough accounts. In this particular case, it would be 8 accounts. I've said 7 in the past, but certainly you could do it 7. I'm spreading it out over 8 just because I like to spread a couple of the high volatility pairs, spread those out like the JPYs. Put those in their own separate account. So I don't get, 2 JPY runaway trades at the same time. Nonetheless, it's really awesome to be able to look at your accounts and really your overall spreadsheet and realize that you're getting every trade in the system. It's to take that much risk, for example, just set up a $10,000 account and start taking my entire algorithm of 22 currency pairs, even at a base lot size, can get pretty tight because that's a lot of trades. The volume of trades can, like a lot of trades, like a couple dozen trades, even if they're at 0.01 lot size on your $10,000 account, it's going to feel like it's hitting your margin percent level pretty heavy because the broker can see and the algorithm on the broker side can see that you're in just a bunch of trades and you could be over trading, over leveraging. Whereas with my portfolio manager system, you're not trading anymore, at most 4 pairs, but on average 3 pairs, non-cross pairs. No pairs that cross each other. No USD, pairs, for example. No pairs inside of the group, which is really the old technology. The old feed that I had was called 10 pip hybrid. That's really where we came up with how to separate those 22 currency pairs into baskets, 3 or 4 pairs. So 3 or 4 pairs spread out on an account anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000. I've been running $3,000 accounts. To be able to get all of the trades that come in and all of the profits that are happening from the overall system, that is a big game changer. And you're not putting all of your capital at risk in one account. You're not putting all of your capital at risk if one currency pair runs away. All you're putting at risk is that one account. And frankly, to lose a $30,000 account is painful. To lose a $3,000 account when you're trading $30,000 really isn't a big deal. The more you push Forex trading, the more you push my system to increase the bid and more pairs per account, more pairs traded per account, the higher risk the more risk you're taking, the higher risk that you're putting yourself into. And the more risk you take, the risk is, what's the risk? The risk is blowing your account, over trading, and using too much of your balance to trade with the automated system. It's as simple as that. It's not all this complication like everybody will make you think so on YouTube. Yeah. So might as well launch the free trade here, and then I'll get into some other stuff if I need to. What would be a good trade? And I'm just randomly looking at my algorithm here. What would be a good trade to jump into? I like to jump into them once they've added a few pairs. I added a few trades on the same pair, and then once you're seeing some profit in that basket. So AUD CAD has a little bit. NZD CAD has a little bit. I think that might be the direction I'm going to go. Let's go look at the chart on NZD CAD. Let's see here. Buy trades, take profit. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So NZD CAD, we're looking at the second trade in a sequence. NZD CAD, and I think we just recently traded this, but stand by. I'm going to take you back to the free signal account. NZD CAD. It is the second trade in the sequence. Let me launch it here. Nope, it was NZD USD that we were trading. Second trade in a sequence. That looks correct. And there we go. So you're going to get a bunch of notifications. You'll see a notification inside of the Discord group. We'll go look at that real quick if you want. The trade is NZD CAD buy. You can see the overall algorithm was 2 in. You don't have to have both. The key here is not entry price with my system. It is entry direction, obviously. In this case, it's a buy direction. We're going long. And the take profit is 0.81275. 0.81275. This, I'm calling it right now, will be a nicely profitable trade. Take it. The entire intent behind my system, sorry, there's a text message. The entire intent behind my system is, that really threw me off there. My brain's freezing this morning. The entire intent behind my system is you come into the system and you get access to trades directly from my algorithm. As you can see, I pulled this trade directly from my algorithm. My algorithm, when I allow this trade into this trading account, it is fully managed. You can see it was fully entered, fully set its own take profit. This is fully managed. I don't mess with this at all. If you, I don't even have it open here, but let me open up my Discord group real quick. For some reason, I had to do a computer restart before we came on here. It's a good time to have a sip of some coffee while I load this. Okay, still loading, still loading. Here it comes. What I'm going to do is, like I said, just show you. I just launched that trade, and I'll show you the automation inside of the group. Let me activate this here. Should be this one. Yes. So I'm inside of the Discord group here, and the menu on the left here, trade signals free. You'll notice this was all automated. So I just placed that NZD CAD buy order, and you'll see it says right here, new order, NZD CAD buy. Tells you what the entry price was, which is really insignificant. What is significant is the take profit price. And in this case, it even says that the system is going for 37.8 pips. That will change if we add more trades. Typically, we will reduce that. But it's all automatic. It's all automated. That's the whole point. So when people come in, and I'm kind of struggling with this lately, when people come in, I was giving everyone free access to the MetaTrader 4 trading account. Truth is, it's not really needed. To be able to get a taste, all you have to do is launch your own demo account and come in here and place these trades. You will learn quite a few things. First off, you'll learn the basics of trading and using the free app. Now, it's probably, I'm also mentioning without saying it, this is probably an IQ test. Okay? Let me come back so you can get me on camera here. Let me come back here. So it's probably an IQ test, really. You know, I've been giving people the ability to log into the account. What happens is when I change that password, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not sure I'm gonna update some stuff, which I'm doing right now. So the login, username, and password is not available for this account. Normally it is. Of course, people come out of the woodwork. Where's the password? Did you change the password? Where's the password? What that means is they were suckling off the tit of my free trades for years. Of course, they don't say anything. And really, it's intended moving forward. You will get access to the trading account. I'm not sure you really need it, so I'm not going to say that someone coming in has to go through all this complexity of downloading the app, of manually entering trades because you can't keep up with it anyway. That's really my entire point behind this. Go ahead and try to keep up with the manual trades, especially if this NZD CAD trade runs away on us and goes deep, goes against, and we get a bunch of price action and wicks. It'll be hard to keep up with it because it will do another entry. It will potentially increase the bid if it needs to. It's not martingale. It's not exponential. It's nothing like that. But we might do 3, 4, 5 trades depending on the currency pair and increase the lot size. What that does, increasing the lot size simply draws the take profit closer to where we are, to wherever the price action is happening. It's the smartest mathematical thing you could ever do. That means the price has literally less distance to move to be able to get out of that trade and take profit. So I could talk about the concept all day, but this is entirely intended. This is entirely intended to be scalable and be free for 14 days, and you give it a try. That's all it is. That's all it is. And if you find the value in, and there's massive value, I think, in giving you trades that constantly win. Like, this is just a winning concept. You plug in and you win. You plug in and you profit. What are we all doing with it? What's the smart financial people doing? We are generating profits, withdrawing in Bitcoin and holding in Bitcoin because of the 150% per year CAGR, the combined annual growth rate, higher than any other instrument in the world. Like, nothing even comes close. It's 100% more profitable than anything else, meaning holding Bitcoin. I'm not a financial advisor, as you can see on the I'm an idiot warning at the beginning of the videos, but nonetheless, it's on paper, it's a very smart thing to do. All right. We've got that trade. We looked at the overall system. There's maybe one other thing we can look at here. Let's go see what the gold account is doing. I have not looked at it. We are 3 trades deep and nothing closed overnight. Really nothing to even look at. I will share this gold trade with you real quick. So here's gold right now. Here's what the market's doing. Little atypical. It has pushed against us. This is all fully automated. There's no take profit published on gold. It all happens mathematically inside the system. That way, when you're copy trading from someone who's has a successful trades like I do, then the less you copy, the faster the system is. So if you don't copy a stop loss, if you don't copy a take profit, but it's there virtually, that's really what you want. It just speeds up the process, especially with my system constantly updating the take profit and adding trades if it needs to. But nothing closed overnight, and then for the week, up $73. Remember, that's scalable. Okay, the system's intended to make $10 a day. It's just scalps. I call it the gold scalper. It just scalps $10 out of the market every day. But that's scalable too. If you want to make $100, just say make 10 times what the system's going to make. So 10 times 10, $100. Fully, completely scalable. Let me run through my account list here. See if there's anything else that I would like to show you. Let's take a look at the one outrageous account. Let's see, where are we at here? There's really nothing to see there. We're in a trade, a few $100 drawdown. Nothing really to see there. Let me see if there's anything else. Of course, now that I'm doing my own portfolio manager trading, I'm trading with, what do I have? 8, 9 accounts right now, going for 10. I don't know. As you know, it just feels so much better to be able to know that we're getting a lot of volume with my system, and that we're not, if I'm trading the entire portfolio of currency pairs and algorithms that I have, then you're just not missing out on anything. You know, every trade that opens and every trade that closes, you're getting access to. So that's pretty cool. We'll come back to the free signal here. So it's just kind of hovering there. Here it is Tuesday. I've felt like there's been a lot of volume. I feel like there's been a lot of volume, whether it be day or night. I'm thinking more at night for sure. Like this time of day seems to kind of lull a little bit, which is odd because New York and London is open. So let's see here. Derek is making a random comment. I don't think anybody asked. Derek said, with a portfolio manager, you can always start with one $1,000 account. You can. The portfolio manager is intended to trade all 22 currency pairs. To do that from my main algorithm. And that's not counting additional algorithms on top of that. But the main portfolio manager right now is intended to trade 8 accounts. Minimum recommendation is $1,000. I'd suggest more like a $2,000 to $3,000 per account because we're trading 2, 3, maybe sometimes the average about 3 currency pairs per account. And really the idea behind it is certainly all of the things that are common sense, diversity, less, your entire account is not at risk when one currency pair runs away. Less risk because you've spread your money out, you've diversified it. Typically, to be able to do portfolio manager, you're going to have a couple different brokers. I noticed that Eagle FX limited me to 5 accounts. I probably could set up 5 more if I use like another email address. It's possible, but I didn't want to feel like I was gaming the system. So I went with another broker, CoinX, which I recommend both. So, and then Derek said, pull out the profits and keep it until you make another $1,000. That's true, but honestly, I'm going to suggest that if you're trying to build up capital, you don't do it in the portfolio manager level. You do it at the front end level, the basic level, the membership level of subscribing and or get a lifetime license, and that is to the one profitable pair feed. That's to the gold feed, and of course all the help and support and setup that you need to be able to run those 2 accounts and build capital. They're intended for someone who's going to trade, and people typically do, small accounts, $1,000, certainly less than $10,000. Let's call it that, because I'm not picking on anybody. A small account is $10,000 or less, or something less than $10,000, and I'm just giving a general reference. Yeah, I think that's it. Everything's there. We've had quite a few new members come in. Nobody really seems, kind of weird. It's almost like people aren't real. So someone comes in and I message them, send them a friend request, and no one says a damn word. So I swear we'll get there. We will get there. I will be completely redoing the front end of this business, where right now you come in and you go through all of this, 3-4 steps of training videos, a couple minutes, 2 to 4 minutes each. It's more than someone needs to get into. Like with my system, you don't even need to set anything up yourself. I can literally hand you the broker account, do the Bitcoin deposits for you, set up the social trader tools, create the copier, give you everything on a PDF list. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to create a form where when you come in and you want the subscription or the lifetime license, you're going to fill out a form, and I'm going to extract that information and go set you up. I might even, I'm looking at extracting credit card details and then using that to set up your social trader tools, just like you would do it. But even though it seems like more work for me, it will streamline the process, because what I get is I'll say, okay, great, I need your username and password for this. I need your username and password for this. And 50% of the time it's correct. Other 50% of the time it's not. And then some people just, it's like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If I just had all of the information, that doesn't mean people aren't going to mess up their username and password when filling out a form with me. But frankly, if they let me do all of that, man, I could get in and out. I could probably do an entire full setup with somebody in under 15 minutes. Probably a lot less than that, especially if I have all the data that I need. I can create the broker account, I can create the demo account, I can create the live account. Someone really doesn't need to do any of that stuff. You can learn it after I give you access to the account, the username, the password, all this stuff. And you can go change your passwords if you want. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I don't have an interest in messing with someone's account. I have an interest in setting someone up and getting them up and running properly, giving them the support they need. So that's it. NZD CAD was the trade of the day. 0.81275 is the take profit. And keep an eye inside the group. If there are any updates, if there are any additions to this, you will see that immediately get updated inside the group. So that's it. I will end it for today, Tuesday, February 4th. I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, February 5th, and we'll get into it. We're having a great week, having some nice volume, and I'll see you inside the group. Take care.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.